Welcome to the practice questions on being able to solve fractional equations. This is part one out of two parts. Please have a go at part one first. What I'd like you to do now is to pause the video and have a go at these two questions. When you're happy with your results, then restart the video and see if you've made any mistakes when you go through the model answers. So if you pause the video now and have a go at questions 1 and 2. Hi, welcome back. Okay, let's go through these two questions then. Question 1. Now this one we've got an equals in between them, so we don't have to simplify this, we're just going to go straight into it and solve it. Now what we're going to do is to get rid of these fractions bits first of all, and obviously to get rid of a fraction, what we do is we multiply this side by the denominator, whatever's on the bottom, so we'd multiply this side by 3 to get rid of the 3. We'd multiply this side by 5. So basically what we can do is we can take this 3 and we can move it up to there and times it by 2x plus 4. We could take this 5 and move it up to there and times it by 3x plus 2. So if I write this out like this using brackets, basically this becomes 5, and then let's multiply that by what we've got on this side, 3x plus 2, and then on the other side that's going to be equal to, if we're taking this 3 up, that's going to be equal to 3 multiplied by 2x plus 4. Now if we multiply these brackets out, that's going to leave us with 15x plus 10, and that's going to equal 6x plus 12. Now we've got a simple equation, unknowns on both sides. Let's start with the numbers. Smallest number is 10, so let's take that away from both sides. Take 10 away from there, take 10 away from there. That's going to leave us with 15x equals 10's not there anymore, so we've got 6x plus 2. And then if we take the 6x away from both sides, take away 6x and take away 6x, that's going to leave us with 9x equals 2. So if we then divide by 9 on both sides, we're going to be left with x equals just the fraction 2 over 9. That's question 1. Question 2. Now we've got to simplify this side, because if we have a look, we're taking this fraction away from this one. This is quite a tricky one because of these negatives here. So what we're going to do first of all, we need to make the common denominator. Find a common denominator, because these two numbers here must be identical. So these both go into 6. So basically what we're doing is we're making our denominator as 6 here. So let's just write this over here. This is 6 and 6 there as well. So what have I done to the 2 to get it to 6? I've timesed it by 3. So I need to times the top here by 3 as well. So if I times this all by 3, I'm going to get on the top of this one 9x plus 15, and then I've got to take away on the top of this one, to get the 3 to the 6, I'm going to be timesing this by 2. So I'm just going to times the top of this by 2. So I'm taking away, this becomes 4x minus 6, and that all equals 4. Now, because this is a takeaway here, it means that we've got to take away both these terms here from these terms here. So what I like to do is just put a circle around that, so I know that I've got to use the negative twice. So if I do 9x take away 4x, that's going to leave me with 5x. But then I need to do 15 take away minus 6. Well, a negative and a negative next to each other become a positive. So 15 take away minus 6 is the same as 15 add 6, which gives me a positive 21. So I get 5x plus 21. Now that's going to be over 6. And that equals 4. Now we've got a more simple fractional equation here. So what I've got to do to get rid of this 6, I've got to times both sides by 6. So in effect, timesing it by 6 gets rid of it. I'm timesing this side by 6 as well. So I'm now left with, if I just go back down here, I'm left with 5x plus 21, or 4 times 6 gives me 24. And then simple equation here, if I take the 21 away from both sides, I'm going to be left with 5x equals 3. So if I divide both sides now by 5, I'm going to be left with x equals just 3 over 5 and leave it as a fraction.